What's up, guys, and welcome back to some more Senran Kagura Estival Versus Endless Summer Edition. As I stumble over that intro, we're going to jump into another of the Shinobi Girls' Heart missions. The last of the sisters, I believe, which is like Kafuru, I believe. We'll get there in a second. I'm curious to how many more we have to do, and then we're done with Senran Kagura. Kafuru, that person. We have 3 left. Wow, we are narrowing down games today. I finished another game. This will be uploaded before the final of that game, so I'm just keeping it a bit of a surprise. But after we finish those 2 missions, we are going to do these 2 special missions, and these are what are going to finish Senran Kagura for us completely. Without further ado, let's jump into Kafuru's story. If you guys would be so kind to press that thumbs up button and subscribe, it would go a long way. Today we're going to talk about some manga, so I think that deserves a thumbs up on its own, right? Right? Maybe not. I don't know. We're jumping into some of the story of Kafuru, one of my least favorite characters. Ooh, what is this? I tear up the Japanese paper and throw it into the air. The white scraps flutter in the wind. It was a letter sent by Arrow from Master Sayuri. Letters by Arrow are serious business, or so I thought when she sent me this one. I opened it and found something unbelievable, written in clear brush calligraphy. Come see me. I have some kids' clothes you might like. What does she mean, kids' clothes? I'm older than that. Kids? Really? Why would she even write that? Is she being obnoxious? She could have just put clothes and I would have gotten the message. I mean, sure, they'll probably still fit, but just because it's true doesn't mean she has to say it. If that's the case, I should shoot an arrow right back that says, come see me, I have burial shroud you might like. But if I do that, I'm sure I'd die a horrible death. Still, I ought to give her a peace of mind, even if it's Master Sayuri. If I don't have the guts to do that, I'll be obsolete. Anyway, I know I can argue circles around her any day. With that, I decided I head straight for her place. Oh, this pisses me off. I'm going to go get her case dismissed with extreme prejudice. Man, that was hard for me to say. I was focused on my controller. Both my controllers on the thumbs of it, where I play a lot of first-person shooters, I guess, they're ripped. Like they're coming off the plastic, and that is wickedly annoying. So it looks like I'm gonna have to buy a new controller for me, and then have 2 extras for friends. Yeah, they can deal without having the plastic. I mean, the rubber on the triggers. I'm sure you can probably buy them, but I really want a. Have you guys seen the controller that is the classic PlayStation look? You know what I'm talking about? It's like it looks like the original PlayStation controller. Yeah, that's what I want. I want that controller really bad. So I'll probably get that at some point. I don't know when. Controllers are ridiculously expensive too. Like, that's the annoying part. So I don't know. I'll get it at some point. Unfortunately, there's like no 4-player games anymore, so I'll have an extra controller. Maybe I'll just trade one in for a to go toward the other controller. I don't know. Might be what I do. Don't know. I haven't decided. But anyway, guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about manga. Barnes & Noble just had a 2-for-1 sale on their manga, which is, if you guys didn't know about that, I believe it's still going on, maybe? I think it's to the 19th, which should be up before then. So if you guys want to check that out, I'd recommend it. You know, Barnes & Noble's, for the most part, isn't very competitively priced, in my opinion. But when you get 2-for-1, it helps level it out a bit. I used it as an advantage to catch up with Assassination Classroom. Oh! Dude, I can totally get the Senran Kagura manga. Ooh, I'm going to have to look that up tomorrow, actually. That's what I'll do as soon as I get to... as soon as I probably actually get off here, I'm going to look that up, see how much they are. I know Senran Kagura... Well, apparently her level 2 sucks. That was her level 2, right? Yep. Yeah, her level 2 is awful. Which really shouldn't have surprised me. Oh, I hate this character. I really do hate this character. So yeah, I might look that up because I definitely do want that. So that'd be pretty cool to look up. There's what, 3 volumes? I was thinking about maybe getting the Monster Hunter one too, but I think they were wanting 10 per volume. So I was like, I mean, I'd save $20, but that's $20 right now up front. And I will say though, Barnes & Nobles has 2-for-1 manga a lot. So it's not like something you need to rush. You know, you need to be like, oh, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's just normal. They don't have them super often. So they're always good to look at, you know, to keep an eye out for. But I went ahead and jumped on the Assassination Classroom so I can be caught up to date. I got volumes 5 through 10, which 11 comes out the first week of August. So I went ahead and pre-ordered that as well, just so I can be caught up to date and whatnot. So that means I'm up to date with One Punch Man, Tokyo Ghoul, and Assassination Classroom at least until October. I'm up to date with them, so that's pretty cool. Definitely, I've been enjoying those series quite a bit. I think out of those 3, Tokyo Ghoul is my favorite. I know I've said that before, but I'm saying it again. Tokyo Ghoul is my favorite. I'd recommend you guys check out Tokyo Ghoul. One Punch Man and Assassination Classroom are really cool. I'm definitely curious to see how Assassination Classroom plays out, and I'm pretty curious to see if One Punch Man, like, there's like a background story that's starting to tie in. Granted, I haven't seen the anime. I want to watch One Punch Man. I know Toonami just got it, but guess who doesn't have cable? Me. So I'll probably get it at some point though, like I will Tokyo Ghoul and Assassination Classroom. So with that being said, I'm on volume 5 of One Punch Man, and there's been a bit of a background with like a background story that's been like tying in as you go. So hopefully, oh, I didn't realize I already transformed. That's the most annoying thing, is you can't actually control it. Let's see what our number 3 does. Not that big fan of it either. I'm just gonna go ahead and say she sucks as a character. But yeah, I mean, so far, like, background story. So I'm hoping the story develops farther than what it is, because I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't mind it being like little like quibbits here and there, but so far it's been kind of the same punchline for every joke, and that kind of sucks, you know, for it to be the same punchline every time. It's maybe that's just me. Like I think it's good. Like, I like the series a lot, but I'm just saying, like, I hope they add a little bit more to it, because I feel like the farther you get, if it's going to be like that every time, it's eventually going to get a little stale. I still think it'll be good overall. I just think it'll get a little stale as time goes, but don't know. We'll wait and see, I guess. I've been reading like these manga really slow. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because I pretty much only read them on the TMI, or Too Much Information, I guess. And I don't think anybody abbreviates that out loud anymore. Like, that was abbreviation a lot when I was a kid. TMI, ASAP, stuff like that. But Too Much Information. But I read a lot on the toilet, and I've been reading, basically, I've been going One Punch Man, Tokyo Ghoul, Assassination Classroom, repeat the cycle. So I'm on Tokyo Ghoul volume I think 6 right now. I haven't read it yet. Oh yeah, I'd be on volume 6 right now of it. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I did break the cycle and read an extra volume of Tokyo Ghoul because I like Tokyo Ghoul better. But I was gonna skip Tokyo Ghoul one time through the cycle so I can get caught back up. Everything would be on the same number. I think would be pretty nice. So this, I want to say, yeah, this move might be kind of good against these guys. I like how they always give these guys for the worst characters. It's like, they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time hitting these guys. Here, you fight these guys. But I really like Tokyo Ghoul a lot. And Assassin's Classrooms, it's gotten better as it's went, in my opinion. Like, it started off pretty good, but I wasn't like super into it until like volume like 3. I wouldn't say I wouldn't even say now I'm super into it, but I didn't start really liking it a lot until like volume 3, where I was like, because when I got it, I got the first 2 volumes of it, One Punch Man, at the same time. And so I read volume 1. I thought, that's pretty good. I'll read volume 2. Read volume 2, and I went, all right, well, I'll order 3, and I ordered 3 and 4 together. And then I went, all right, I really like this series. And then I've been wanting to get caught back up to date on it, because it was the one that was farthest in production, in print. When I got into One Punch Man and Tokyo Ghoul, each one of them was like on volume 4. Like, volume 4 hadn't even come out for Tokyo Ghoul yet, and One Punch Man volume 4 had just come out. And so I got Tokyo Ghoul. I mean, not what am I trying to say here? So I got One Punch Man up to date, and Assassin's Classroom, I want to say it was like on maybe 6 or 7 at this time. So it was a little farther behind. I was a little farther behind, but I definitely like Tokyo Ghoul and One Punch Man a bit better than Assassin's Classroom. Thus is why I've been kind of up to date more with them than I have anything else. Is this boss? Okay, cool. Cool, I finished it. But yeah, so I've been just reading them and whatnot. They're pretty good. I like them. I gotta get up to date, get the rest of Dead Man Wonderland, the reprints. I also need to get the rest of Dorohedoro up to date, which was one of my favorite series. That every volume is like $12, so like. And when I found out about it, it was already like toward like volume 10, I'd say. So I was starting off on the wrong end of that to begin with. So I've been wanting to piece those together. Dogs, Wolves, and Carnage would be nice to piece together. I'd like to get some more of the Naruto 3-in-1s. That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to get the Gray Man 3-in-1s. That'd be awesome. I really like the Gray Man anime. I wonder if I wish they would continue with season 3. That'd be nice. I need to get the rest of Dragon Head, which is out of print, so that's not going to be fun. The rest of Rurouni Kenshin, which, I have the singles. I have volumes 1 through 17. I have 23 and then 28. So I have a good chunk of them. But some of them are kind of sun bleached because Amazon used sellers lie. And instead of saying, this is in very good condition, no, this is acceptable. Let's be honest here. It's sun bleached. How is this in good condition or great condition? So I would like to try to get either get replacements for the ones that are sun bleached, or just go the Viz Big route with them. I kind of want to go Viz Big since I already have so many of them. I think it'd be kind of silly to start with the Viz Bigs and whatnot, and I think that's it. I think that would be all the series I need to get to finish what I have. Regular comics, I need the rest of Punisher Max, which apparently is out of print because it's expensive, and the last Grundle Omnibus and the last Hack Slash Omnibus, and I'll be set on those as well. So there's that. But just in case you guys were wondering, yeah, I do read like regular comics too. I just don't read them as much as manga. There are a couple one-shots in manga, like, and a couple other series. Like, I would love to get the Akira series, the manga, because like the movie is like, it's one of my favorite movies, period. Let alone one of my favorite animated movies. It's such a good movie. But that would be pretty cool. There's a couple other stuff I'd like to get. Like, I have a whole, I'd love to get the Avatar comics too. That'd be pretty boss. But money. I'm not made out of money, so unfortunately I can't buy these left and right like I'd want to. But oh well. I've been piecing them together as I go. I got One Punch Man and Assassination Classroom because I was like, if this shows how often Barnes & Nobles has those deals, Assassination Classroom, like the manga was on sale for 2 for 1 at Barnes & Nobles when I first looked into getting the series. Because I thought about getting them and I just didn't. I kind of regret not doing it now, but whatever. What are you gonna do, right? So. Oh, come on. Shoot. They both transformed, didn't they? Lame. Oh well. Got one. I've been trying to just blitz through this because I hate this character so much. And I'm curious to see what the other character is. But yeah, I mean, I just went through this period where I was like, man, I really want something new to read. And I don't care much for like novels. And I'll tell you why. It's because my brain doesn't concentrate on novels. Like, if I read a novel, like, I think with manga and comics, the reason why I can read them is because there's imagery there. And I'm a very visual, like, I guess, not only am I a very visual learner, I'm a very visual person. I like visuals a lot, especially in like movies. Like cinematography is like one of my favorite things in movies is the visuals, and then like sound and everything else comes after that. So like for me, I think it helps with like manga and stuff like that to have the pictures. It definitely gets me invested. But when I read a novel, the problem is when I read a novel, I'll read it and then I will start, like, I'll image it in my head, but it doesn't stop there. I keep imaging in my head and I keep going further with it. Like I develop my own story that I want for this character and start thinking more about that rather than what the actual story's trying to tell me is going on. You know what I mean? Like my brain's like, no, this is what happens in the story, not what the story's trying to tell you happens in the story. Our story's better and our story's worse, but that's just the way my brain works, you know? And it's annoying. Like I definitely don't read very many novels. Like, and if I do, they have to be really captivating and very visual, very descriptive on the visuals. Like a movie I watched here, a book I read here recently, Crooked Little Veins, was a very visual story, as in like it was very descriptive on what was going on, the details and stuff like that. And that goes a long way for me in a novel. And also, I'm also someone that if I read a hard, like I said, novel, you have 50 pages to get me interested. If you don't get me into that 50 pages, well, I mean, if you don't get me involved within 50 pages, you're not gonna have me. Like, you're gonna straight up lose me because I'm just gonna lose interest. And I know that's a terrible way to go about with books, but that's just the way I am. Like, you have, you know, very little time to get me invested, and so that's why there's only been like a handful of books I've read that's been outside of class that I've actually enjoyed, you know. Also, I think the same way with TV shows too. You have a couple episodes get me invested and interested in your lore, and then I'm gone otherwise, you know. It's honestly kind of one of the reasons why I didn't care too much for Game of Thrones. I watched 4.5 seasons of Game of Thrones. I haven't finished season 5. I will at some point. Just because like every single one of my friends loves Games of Thrones, so I like to be able to talk about it, or know what they're talking about, I guess. And it's not a bad show by any means. Game of Thrones really isn't a bad show. I like to tease my friends that it sucks because it's just funny because they're huge fans of it. And you know how fun it is to poke fun at somebody's fandom. So, especially friends, you know. So, with that aspect of it, it's kind of like not what I wanted to do. That was a waste. I wanted to do number 2, but alright, can we move on? But It's definitely not a bad show by any means. I'm just not super interested. Oh, we're fighting Jasmine. Fighting Jasmine with not much. Oh, hey, look, there's this. Where'd Jasmine go? Let's You guys suck. I hope you know that. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not bad, but it took me like 4 seasons to. I mean, it was like toward the end of season 3 where I actually started getting into the story, which I don't think is good. Like, I think if that's how long it takes for you to get in someone's story, like it's not a good sign. Like, well, one is I'm not gonna lie, it's hard for me to get into like live action shows to begin with, but the shows I have gotten into live action wise, I was into in the first episode, Criminal Minds, Dexter, Sons of Anarchy. I liked those shows from the get-go, you know, I liked them from basically the first couple episodes. Game of Thrones, I was kind of just like, it's alright. And it wasn't until like toward the end of season 3 where I went, yeah, this ain't half bad. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Where'd Jasmine go? No, seriously, where is she? She's getting real tired of that, I'll tell you that. Alright. Can we hit at least one with that, for crying out loud? Let's see if we can't get something. Apparently not. I'll say, we are not even hitting her, are we? Barely at all. We've almost got her. Where'd she go? Got her. Sweet. But yeah, that's I think that's where we can end that conversation. Man, I'll tell you what, when you actually get like rolling on a topic, this game just kind of blows by. You know? Oak, no matter, of course, for a mature woman like me. Ugh. Oh, we're done with her. Sweet. I'm done with this. I turn my back to Master Sayuri. Everybody still treats me like a kid. At this rate, I'm going to be obsolete. Now, hold on just a minute. I don't remember ever treating you like a kid. Master Sayuri tilts her head with a confused express. Sure, she's playing dumb after her freaking arrow message. Sure. And what about that letter? I have some kids' clothes you might like. Ring a bell. Suddenly, Master Sayuri hurts his stomach and laughs. Ha ha ha. Is that what you're talking about? I didn't say kids' clothes for you. I said kids' clothes you might like. I'm about to explain how these two sentences mean the same thing, but just then Master Sayuri reaches into a bag and pulls out tiny outfits. There are baby clothes in there as well. Baby clothes? Yeah, it's even worse. No, like I said, that's not what I meant. Master Sayuri scratches the top of her nose. Apparently she was cleaning out the closet and came across some baby clothes that had never been used. She thought about who would give them to him, and the first person who came to mind was me. I don't know. Out of all the people I know, I thought you'd be the first to be a mama. Me become a mother before anyone else? Before Rinka and Hanabi? Before Yumi, Ikura, Yomi, and even Hakura? So you think I'm, what, mature enough for that? Well, I suppose so. Oh, Master Sayuri, I'm so happy I can't help but jump straight into her arms and give her a hug. I may have skipped a few stages of my life and gone straight into the parent material phase, but at least she doesn't think I'm some snot-nosed kid. I'm so happy I could just let her baby me. Oh, what are you now, some spoiled little whippersnapper? Master Sayuri pats me on the head as she speaks. No way. As I say that, I continue to brush my face into Master Sayuri's chest. Oh, Kafuru's is dawn. This is one of them I've been dreading too. It's like her and like Riona. Those are all ones I was just like, ugh. Is it Riona or Ryobi? Whichever the blonde-haired masochistic one is. Or should I say misogynistic? That was a bad mess up a while back. Don't worry, the last video I promise we'll see all the way to the very end of the credits. But anyway, guys, that has been Kafuru's. One of my least favorite characters of all time. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, what is Pirate Lives? If you have, feel free to press that thumbs up button and subscribe. And until next time, guys, take it easy. Peace.